Um, uh, First of all, I'm introducing myself. My name is Sudarshan. I'm having total 10 plus years experience in SAP BW.
Mm-hmm.
In my total experience, I have worked in different versions, starting from 3.0 to currently 7.4 version.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, again, I have worked in multiple development projects, that is end-to-end implementations, as well as application maintenance support, which is mainly taking care of all major enhancements, okay, minor enhancements, normal support. Okay, so and also this entire experience I have worked for different industries like oil and gas, retail industry, products, CMT, communications, and high technology. So these are the major industries which I worked so far. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so currently I'm working for oil and gas industry. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is about my quick introduction about myself. Can you introduce yourself, Mohit?
Sure. So I'm currently a consultant for KPMG LLP. Previously,
Okay.
I was with Deloitte. I support various industries, and banking is my most clients, and we leverage SAP BW and other modules of SAP at the World Bank also. So,
Oh, great. Mm-hmm.
just trying to get more information on it, and get more experience with SAP BW as a SAP BW consultant eventually.
Yeah. So you mean you already worked as a SAP BW consultant?
Well, I'm actually an IT auditor, so we work with SAP BW, but I don't implement, you know, I haven't done an SAP BW implementation or anything. It's really just looking at reports and, looking at different interfaces between SAP and other, systems that my banking client leverage. But I'm not an actual SAP BW consultant there, but I am exposed to SAP.
Okay, okay. So it means like how you can rate in BW knowledge?
Very,
How
very
you can
low.
rate yourself? Maybe. Okay, because based on that, I'll try to
Yeah.
explain the concepts, and wherever you are already familiar,
hmm
maybe I can give you overview, or wherever you are not not
Yeah.
not that much efficient. So then I can stretch you more. That's what I just trying to understand which
Yeah.
areas you are
Definitely.
be.
Definitely. If I do move forward with you guys, I'll definitely let you know like what areas I grasp quickly and which ones I need more clarity on. So I'll keep that open dialogue going between us. That way you'll know exactly like which items to kind of elaborate on and which items to just give an overview on. Is that fair?
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And also, if you could kind of just give your just give the lay of the land of how how often you do this, or what would it be like, how typically would I be part of a batch, or would it just be kind of one-on-one, and kind of the dynamics of the actual training? That would be helpful to kind of understand.
Yeah, it will be like uh, we are planning this for 45 hours normally. Okay,
45?
so based on 45 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so maybe it may be extended based on how you are progressing in understanding the concepts. Okay,
Okay.
so it will be like daily 1 hour, and we'll be like no, it is whatever the topics covered for that particular session, you need to be um, uh, you need to practice as you will be getting a server access. So you'll be
Mhm.
practicing them, and you need to be try to creating objects, okay,
Okay.
and loading
Mhm.
some data by your own. So maybe definitely based on your practice, however you are having the questions, and if you need any more clarification and more explanation, definitely that
Mhm.
can be taken as separately. So if it
Okay.
is a, if, for example, if you are there in the training,
Mhm.
if it is one-to-one training only means you will be definitely you can interrupt whenever you have any query. Okay, whenever you are
Mhm.
not understanding, you can interrupt and we can more dig on that topic. Okay,
Mhm.
so that you will be familiar with that topic.
Okay.
Okay, so
Gotcha. And
so
how
the
many days a week do you usually do it?
yeah, normally it's planned for weekly 5 days. Okay,
Okay.
all working days. If it is required and upon both side is fine, then we can
Mhm.
stretch on weekends also.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'll
That
try
works.
to complete as early as possible. Okay,
Mhm.
at the same time, I need to you be familiar with that. If you want to complete fast also it can be done, but at the same I want to familiar with all the concepts whatever we discussed.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay,
Okay. Sounds good.
yeah. So these are the content which we are going to be covered. I'll start
Mhm.
with the basics of coming from overview of SAP BW, then uh, from small objects like creating info objects and how to create them and how to load the master data first, then how to create a different info providers which will be loading with transaction data. Okay, then
Mhm.
info cubes, which is another part of another type of info provider. Then within that, different types of info cubes are there. How we can create them. Okay, so
Mhm.
then info providers like which will be a source of reporting. So again, these are different type of info providers. Okay, that also will be covering. Then extraction ETL process, extraction, transformation, and loading. How we can create a mapping between the source and target. So whatever the manipulations and logics need to be implemented during the transformation to get the um, required output in the reports. That entire modeling and extracting the data, loading into the different targets, different layers. That also we can see here.
Mhm.
Okay, and data extraction from different source systems like will be like extracting the data from flat files basically,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I'll also explain you how to extract the data from SAP ECC system. Okay,
Okay.
so that will give some idea to you how the entire data flow it will be having from different source system. Okay,
Mhm.
then once that is done and the data loads are familiar, then we'll go for reporting part, which is we'll be creating the queries using Bex Analyzer, Bex Designer. Actually,
Mhm.
Bex Designer is a tool where we can design a report, and Bex Analyzer
Mhm.
is a tool where we can execute the reports.
Okay.
So how we can design reports in using Bex Designer. So different
Mhm.
concepts are there like uh, filters, rows and columns, okay, variables, okay, structures,
Okay.
conditions, different topics are there,
Mhm.
which will be like more effective design of uh, web queries that
Mhm.
will be discussed. Okay, So then how we can execute the reports using Bex Analyzer, okay? And we
Mhm.
have actually Bex Analyzer is a uh, MS Excel based tool. At the
Mhm.
same time, the SAP have Bex Web Analyzer also, which we can use a browser for executing a report, and that also can be discussed. Even how we can create a report based with the web application designer called Bex WAD, okay, and
Mhm.
that can be discussed. And even SAP BW not only for reporting, even we can do a planning also using IP, integrated planning, SAP IP, when those concepts will be discussing in the later sessions.
Mhm.
Then after that again we'll be touching with administration and monitoring part. As a
Mhm.
BW consultant, we need to be take care of administration as uh, we need to create some indices, aggregates, compression, and we also need to be create a process change where we can automate all this entire process, loading process. Okay, as
Mhm.
loading may be happening in different layers and different activities need to be done in between loading. So those
Mhm.
entire process will be automating through process chains. Okay,
Okay.
those and also monitoring also will be taking care. Okay, so different concepts are available. Then advanced features like open hub services, APD, remote. So these are some advanced topics where we can again, for example, from SAP BW, if we want to provide data to some other party tools like Informatica. Okay,
Mhm.
so how we can provide them like one BW system to another BW system. So
Mhm.
that time we'll use open app services. So APD again, these are the advanced topics where we can more elaborate during that time. Okay,
Okay.
and also I'll be taking you through some new features in 7.4 powered by HANA.
Mhm.
Now it is the latest version is 7.5 powered by HANA. But as
Mhm.
we have the servers everything on 7.4, I'll explain you those new features as well, so that you will be familiar with the new version as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so these are the these are the entire topics we'll be uh, covering in this
Okay.
entire 45 days course. Okay. So, as I told that it may be extend based on your understanding,
Mhm.
okay, and based on the hours we spend every day, okay.
Mhm. Okay. And would you be able to give me this topic list just so I can compare and see like how, how extensive this is compared to other vendors? Would that be possible?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be providing you that,
Okay.
okay.
And
And
also
moreover,
like during the training sessions, in addition to like the actual training, do you guys provide any kind of documentation that'll help me like in the future, like even after the training is finished, the some like some sort of a resource that I can look at, to get help, when the training is completed, like uh,
yeah,
a resource that I have after it. Is there anything that you guys usually provide?
yeah. First thing you have asked for two things. One is
Mhm.
content. Okay, so content. This is globally where most of the, as you are already little bit aware of SAP BW.
Mhm.
Okay, so you may be some concepts you may be aware of already. Okay,
Mhm.
so but whereas some laymen they don't know anything about SAP BW. So for them
Mhm.
to cover all the persons, we have prepared this content. Moreover,
Okay.
if you are not in any topic, or if you are not, if you want to know any other topic which is not listed in this content, also we
Mhm.
can discuss, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
so that is one point. and second
Gotcha.
is regarding the documentation. Okay, so
Mhm.
you will be getting everyday recorded session whatever we discussed, so that will
Okay.
be a reference while you are practicing.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that is one thing, and another way will be like providing you the documents where it will be very much useful, and even some reference material where even you can search in get it in Google. That
Okay.
is another way of providing documentation to you. Okay,
Okay.
so this is
Perfect.
how we will be planning that.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good.
no, no. Yeah, maybe once you get this content, you can compare, and you can, if you
Mhm.
see any topic which is not covering, or I'm sure most of the topics will be covered in this. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you want any, if you feel any topic is missing, or any
Yeah.
further details you want to know, definitely we'll discuss
Mhm.
about that. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. Then any more questions regarding
Nope.
this training?
Nope. I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So then coming to overview of data warehousing, as you are already aware of these things, and I don't want to waste your time here. So
Mhm.
as you are basically, I'll start with what is warehouse. This is the first
Mhm.
question I'll be asking each and every trainee who are attending my session.
And
Okay,
how
so
many
that they
trainees
will be
attended?
keep understanding.
So there'll be more than
So
just me on there.
see, it will be based on their convenient timings, and based on
Okay.
my convenient timings. So I have another two, three sessions handling separately. So where they are in somewhere middle of the session. Okay.
Mhm.
So it might be maybe you currently you are be there. Maybe they will try to keep some more students in that. If not, I'll
Mhm.
continue with you alone, because your timing need to be synced with my timings, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So that that's where we don't think about the strength. Okay,
Mhm.
we'll be continue with mostly with time feasibility. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So normally I'll start with what is warehouse, as you are already aware of these things, and I don't want to
Mhm.
waste your time asking too many questions on this. I'll
Yep.
just give you over, like
Yeah.
basically in normal terms, what is warehouse? Like where we will keep the goods, whether it is a raw material or finished goods, whatever it will be, that will be keep storing in that place called as a warehouse, right? So the
Mhm.
similar way, if we take that for data warehouse. So data warehouse means where we'll store the data,
Mhm.
right? It can be anything, any kind of data. Okay. So normally data warehouse is a relational database that is designed to store the business data. Okay. So it may
Mhm.
be raw data, or it may be some formatted data, anything we can store in the data warehouse. Okay, and what we'll do with the storage data, that can be used for further reporting, analysis of their business, so that will be help for their decision making. Okay, to improve their business further, right?
Mhm.
So so it might be like storing the data means, again it may be taking from different sources, like, so like overall, I can say data warehousing will be like how we are extracting the data from different sources, and how we are storing the data, and how we are using for reporting, and how much helpful for take the decision making for the particular organization. So these
Mhm.
entire things will be taken care of for this entire data warehouse. Okay. So similarly, if we take to SAP Business Warehouse, the data warehouse which will be providing by SAP is SAP BW. Okay, so normally BW means nowadays they will be keep calling as BI or BW. So different terminology they are using. So BI like business intelligence or BW business warehouse. Even sometimes in earlier version BIW also there, which is business intelligence warehouse. That will be discussing in coming session how it will be changing the naming convention. But whatever it may be, SAP product for data warehousing is SAP BW. Okay,
Mhm.
it is a ready-made software which we will be providing for data warehousing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So normally SAP came up with SAP ECC system. Currently the SAP Path system new version is SAP ECC. Previously they come up with SAP R2, then later on changes to SAP R3. Then now it is ECC. But initially they started with only SAP ECC. But what is the
Mhm.
need with SAP BW? Okay.
Mhm.
Normally, this SAP ECC is a OLTP system. Okay, what is OLTP? Do you have any idea?
Online transaction something
Processing. Yes, it is online
processing.
transaction processing.
Mhm.
So, as the name itself saying that online transaction processing, it will be processing the transaction. Like organization having daily operation, there are many transaction happening in their daily
Mhm.
based business. Okay, so those transactions can be processed through the system, means they will be entered those transactions in the system,
Mhm.
SAP ECC system. Okay, and even there is an option to report the data even in ECC system itself, but why again they come up with SAP BW as a separate system?
Mhm.
Okay, means SAP R3 basically it is a OLTP, and there might be many transaction posting every minute across the globe.
Mhm.
Okay. At the same time, if we want to do reporting, there will be both write and read operations will be happening in that system.
Right.
Okay. So it will be very burden on the system, as it is a, even though reporting is possible, it is not a multi-dimensional system. It is a two-tier architecture. So you will not analyze the data in different ways. Okay, that is not
Mhm.
possible in using OLTP system. So at
Mhm.
the same time, performance issue and analysis in different ways. Because of these two, mainly, they come up with a new system called SAP BW. That is a OLAP system. So OLAP is
Mhm.
nothing but online analysis process, online analytical process, where we can analyze the data. Okay, so
Mhm.
whatever the OLTP system that having the data, that will be extracted to OLAP system. Here in
Mhm.
SAP, from SAP ECC to SAP BW will extract the data. There will be analyzing. As a OLAP system, BW is a multi-tier architecture. Okay, we
Mhm.
have different ways to analyze the data. Okay,
Okay.
so which will help more effective decision making for improving their business. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is how they will be. They came up with the SAP BW system. Okay,
Mhm.
then here we can see like preparing ready for the data to extracting, which is called as modeling part, where we can create all the info objects. Okay, either characteristic or key figures and info providers like DSOs, info cubes. Okay,
Mhm.
so this creating everything, all objects will be covered in the modeling. Extraction part, as I told that how we can extract the data um, from different source system to the specified data target. That will be through ETL process that can be done. Reporting again, as I told that, from using BEX tools. Now when one more like BO tool also added to SAP. So using reporting tools, you can do reporting also. It is a whole package, like SAP BW as a whole package, whole system,
Mm-hmm.
where you can do modeling, ETL processes, and reporting. Few other vendors are there where they are providing only ETL tool like Informatica,
Mm-hmm.
or only reporting like ClickView, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Hyperion. So they have only on specific area they are familiar. But whereas
Mm-hmm.
BW, it will be end to end. Like you can do modeling, you can do extraction, you can do reporting using this BW system.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is like a fully functional and comprehensive data warehouse solution, as I told that extraction, modeling, ETL, and it is like till now there are many customers are using SAP BW system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and again one more one more benefit with SAP BW is it can be extract the data from different systems, not only from SAP, like non-SAP systems also we can extract the data, such as Oracle apps, CBL, and even from flat files, okay, other databases. We have different components we have here to extract from different source system,
Mm-hmm.
and also not only extracting the data from different source system, and also provide the data to other vendors, other third-party tools from BW. That also
Okay.
possible with SAP BW. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and SAP BW is a central tool where you can do a modeling, monitoring, and scheduling. For monitoring
Mm-hmm.
purpose, we don't want to use any third-party tool, or even for scheduling also. So all monitoring tools and scheduling options will be covered within BW itself.
Okay.
Okay, and even monitoring we have for scheduling we have very flexible way of options available. If you want to schedule your job every hour or every few
Mm-hmm.
minutes or every 5 hours or every day or every week, so whatever the feasible way you want to schedule, that can be possible in SAP BW while scheduling the jobs. Okay,
Okay.
and even reporting tools also we have multiple reporting tools will be support for BW. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
also using BW we can broadcast the reports. We can directly push the reports to the user emails. Okay, or using enterprise portal, by clicking on some link they will be accessing that particular reports.
Okay.
Okay, so these are some best features of SAP BW. So these are the version history, how it started initially, and what are the current versions available. So it started with SAP started with 1.0 E
Mm-hmm.
in December 1998. Okay, with very
Mm-hmm.
limited features. Okay, they keep on adding the features, and with the 2.x versions, and by 3.0
Mm-hmm.
they are good in market. Okay, so the
Okay.
most of the clients are using this version, and even, that they are keep improving uh, with the different versions, and by 3.5, okay, they are mainly very familiar in the market,
Mm-hmm.
and the performance wise they still see some issues, so that is the reason they again introduced with 7.0 version, where
Mm-hmm.
they have changed the data flow. designs. Okay, and even there are some improvements using with this version. So later on
Mm-hmm.
7.3, again during that time HANA came into the picture, and for using HANA database they come up with 7.3, where that is not a mandatory for HANA as a database, but again when they come up with 7.4, now they need to be implement HANA also as a database. Still they are providing for other databases also, but if
Okay.
it is HANA with the 7.4, it will be more effective, okay,
Okay.
efficient. So these
So
are
we'll
the
be
different
using which one?
versions. 7.4, and currently
7.4.
7.5 also there. It is not there is no much difference for 7.4 and 7.5, but at HANA wise there are some difference that also will be covering. Okay,
Okay.
but we are using 7.4 system for our training purpose.
Gotcha.
Okay, so these are the different assets, and if you see, as I told that they were calling as BIW. Initially, they called from SAP 1.x to
Mm-hmm.
3.0. They were called as BIW, SAP BIW.
Okay.
So again, they changed to SAP BW. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so during SAP 3.5, BW 3.5, but again they changed it to SAP BI when they come up with 7.0 version. During that time,
Oh.
actually SAP bought BO. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
purchased the business objects. So as a whole, they called as SAP BI, Business Intelligence. Okay,
Okay.
so normally BI is a common word with any data warehouse tool. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
again they come back to SAP BW as a naming convention. Okay,
Okay.
so it is maybe their marketing strategy for keep on changing this naming terminology. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some other reason they are keep changing, but currently they are following only SAP BW with
Okay.
different, now SAP BW 7.3, SAP BW 7.4, 7.5, like that. Okay,
Gotcha.
okay. So this is the SAP BW architecture. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's a three-tier architecture where this picture depicts whatever we discussed till now. Entire things will be discussed here. First of all, as a extracting from different source system, you can see SAP application, non-SAP application, and flat
Mm-hmm.
files, everything that is a sources. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
using different interfaces, they will be connecting SAP BW to this source system. It might be SAP ECC or CRM or SRM or some other SAP system, SAP HR. Okay, at the same time, non-SAP systems also, like Informatica, okay, web services. So these many source systems are there. Those systems will be connecting using these different type of interfaces. So this part will be taking care, connecting with the different sourcing will be taken care as by basis team.
Okay.
Okay, there are administration. They will be taking care about these connections between different source system. Okay, once we will be having connection readily for this the source system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so as I told that we will be keep loading the data into different objects. For example, master data will be loading separately in info objects. Okay, that will be
Mm-hmm.
stored separately with the info objects. And whereas transactional data will be keep storing in DSPOs or info cubes. Okay,
Okay.
And but as a staging layer, initially we will be loading into PSA called as persistent staging area,
Mm-hmm.
where it is a initial layer. It will be exactly replica of source data. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be explaining more about this PSA in later session. Okay. As an initial layer, it will be loading to PSA first. From there, if it is a master data, it will be loading to master data object. If it is a transactional data, it is loading to either DSO or cube based on the client requirement and based on the data flow design. Okay. So that will be storing the data in different objects. Okay. And if you see this administrator workbench, as I told that it's a central tool where we can do scheduling, monitoring, and administration. Okay,
Um,
administration means we need to keep system health um, very good manner so that system will not impact. Okay, mostly administration part will be taken care by the system, but whereas few kind of administration like creating indices, deleting indices for the different data targets, and doing aggregates, compressing the data. These few things we need as a BW consultant. We need to be take care. Okay,
okay.
and we have metadata repository. The way, what is a metadata?
Basically like information about something.
Yeah, it's data about data.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Right.
so as we have different objects and different information storing here, we need data about those subjects. For example, we have one master data object called as
Mm-hmm.
zero customer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
data about that zero customer is whether it is a characteristic or a key figure or how much length, what kind of object type, whether it is a characteristic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so all these details will be available in this metadata repository. Okay, if you want to know about any object or any data flow, we can access this metadata repository and we can check that how the data
Okay.
is flowing. Okay, and one more unique feature with SAP BW is business content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is business content means is as SAP having many customers and they are from very long time in the market. So whatever the implementations they've done and whatever they've seen with the different industries, they built ready-made available flows, data flows. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they unique. It may be it may be not related to one industry. It may used with the different industries. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that entire data flow we don't want to create each and every object. Okay, we can directly go to this business content and we can install any data flow which will be helpful for that particular organization. For
Okay.
example, I want um, install SAP SD related data flows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sales and distribution. SAP provided the business content related to sales and distribution. What are all the objects being used with many organizations? As already they've seen, they know what kind of objects required for that particular application, sales and distribution application. Okay, and how
Mm-hmm.
many layers the data need to be loaded. Okay, and what kind of transformations need to be used, and what kind of reports need to be built for that particular sales and distribution.
Right.
So these entire things they are already providing to the customer. So they don't want to create each and everything. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
simply those need to be activated and that need to be keep used. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is a way. This is a very unique feature where other vendors may not provide this kind of facility. So this is a unique feature with SAP BW where instantly they can create, they can activate the data flows in this BW. Okay, but whereas it is vary to client, maybe the same may not required, but mostly in that data flow will be helpful for them. In that time, they will be enhance that data flow. Maybe they will keep add some more data
Okay.
objects or
Hmm.
some more logic need to be implemented according to their business processes. So
Gotcha.
that can be done
So they
again.
can
Okay.
customize it basically, right? They can
Yeah, they can
customize it.
customize.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right. So, but mostly whatever they are giving, that will be mostly helpful. So 90% they that can be matched for their requirement. If at all any new process or different processes they are following, that need to be customized for existing data flow, which will be saving
Okay.
time. Okay, which will be save the cost, everything. That is the reason it is more effective compared with other data warehouse tools.
Okay.
Okay, then
Gotcha.
the reporting time. This is like we can analyze the data using different methodologies. Okay, you can see here business explorer suite. Okay, so where we have bex analyzer, bex WAD application, bex web application designer. Using different tools we can analyze the data. Okay, and you can do a data mining. Okay, and analysis, reporting, planning, everything can be done here. So which will be like more and effective output for their decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can also connect with other party tools, other party reporting tools. For example, SAP BO, even though it is a separate reporting tool, still you can use SAP BO with SAP BW, and you can access ClickView. Through ClickView, you can access this data and you can do a reporting. That also possible. Okay. Other side, as I told that SAP data not only extracting the data from other source system, it can be also provide the data to other third-party tools. Okay, using open hub services. It might be data marts from one data layer to another data layer, or SAP application, as I told that from one SAP BW to another SAP BW. When
Okay.
it will be required from one BW system to another BW system, what is the
Mm-hmm.
need to load again one data from one BW system to another BW system? For example, as a organization, they spread in across the globe, right? So
Mm-hmm.
based on their operations and size of operations, no, it may
Yeah.
not handle with one system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe again the region wise, EMEA region they will be having one SAP BW system. Asia Pacific they might be one BW system. Americas will be having a different BW system. But as a whole, they want one report as a globally. So
Right.
that might be like no, whatever the required data flow for a global reporting, that will be keep exchanging between these systems. Or there might be again one more system where they can integrate all this BW and they'll be having global data in that. So during that time, it may be we need to be send the data from one BW system to another BW system. Like other thing is non-SAP systems like Informatica. If you want to provide the data to Informatica server, you can generate a files or you can directly provide the data using workflows in Informatica side. That also possible. So this is how SAP BW is a central tool where you can do everything end-to-end options are available with SAP BW.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
this is how the architecture will be there. Okay, so with this I'm stopping the session, overview session today,
Okay.
and